Hi, how are you? I'm Grethel, and this is... Hey, thanks for joining me again. My name is Grethel, and I can't talk today, and this is the World of Tanks. So, on YouTube, there's a ton of people, not a ton, but a lot of great people putting on some tank reviews, and they're very technical. They go into all the details about where to shoot the tank and how to angle the tank, and what armor to aim for, and kind of tank reviews and stuff. And thanks, guys. You do such a phenomenal job. I've learned a great deal by watching your stuff. Mine's going to be more nostalgic, I think. I don't know, guys. What do you think of the Chafee? What's happened to our poor little guy? Any other Chafee fans that are out there that would like to kind of squawk off about this? Well, let me pull up the tech tree here and show you kind of what I'm talking about. I remember this old girl was one of the fun little scouts of the game. His job was to run around and just kind of see things, and then dart and bob and weave, and maybe take a couple of shots on its way out. Had a decent enough gun that it could penetrate and kind of do a cleanup at the very end of the game. But look at kind of what's happened, and I'll just focus solely on the American tree here and just kind of show you what's happened. So here's the Chafee. Now we've got an M7 to run around with now. There's the M7's information. Well, let's just go right to the T49, which is the precursor to the I love to hate Hellcat. Don't own a Hellcat yet. I'm sure if I do, that I would become a better player, as the other people that play Hellcats are. And then we'll take a look at my beloved Chafee. So as you can see here, there's 3 tanks, all in the same tier. They're in tier 5. 60 miles an hour, roughly the same amount of speed. Traverse speed, holy cow! Look at that medium tank, 46. That's even with my light tank. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll say that a medium tank can cruise around and do all that other stuff. But oh my gosh, a 48 versus a 39 turret traverse speed. Wait a minute, I'm a light tank. Aren't I supposed to be able to move a little quicker and things like that? I mean, my goodness, what am I? I'm definitely less than his weight. I'm at 19. This is at 23, and this is base. Interesting. View range slightly less. Signal range is so huge because I don't have either of these tanks kind of equipped or whatever. Fire rate. Now that's because they don't have the top gun either. I've got my Chafee maxed out. But my comment, or what I want to see if you guys will post back for me, is, as far as I know, the T49 doesn't get tier 10 games. My Chafee does. The M7 doesn't get tier 10 games. My Chafee does. The Hellcat, as far as I know, doesn't get tier 10 games. Gets tier 8, but they're kind of level capped or tier capped. What do you think? Let me know. Am I just in the dark here? Am I complaining about a lost cause? Nobody care about the Chafee anymore? Oh, I don't know. Call me nostalgic. Call me a really bad player. Call me whatever you want to call me. But post some comments. I'd like the discussion to see if maybe we can encourage wargaming to make a change. Now, I'm talking about 8.10, and I don't necessarily like the fact that they took away my 250,000 credit bonus. That makes it significantly harder to get a tank. But I'm kind of a weekend warrior. I don't have time to play this every single day, hours upon hours, and post hundreds of hours worth of video. But anyway, for what it's worth, wargaming, phenomenal game. I just love playing it. It's a good way for me to unwind and relax from the day. Hopefully, you guys agree. Well, let's just get right to it, and let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So here we are in the battle. You can see I'm going against E75s and E50s already. So not a tier 10 battle. Now, this one's a little bit better than normal. 1 tier 9 on either side. My little Chafee's got a chance. But you can see I'm not surrounded by T49s and Hellcats. I'm not surrounded by any other fast little quick guys. Maybe a T71, but he's 2 tiers above me. We've got an AMX, which is a tier 6. Quite a bit more speed than me. Heck of a lot more maneuverability. A lot lower. And I don't know about you, any of you heavy tank drivers. I've got an IS-3 and even an ISU-152. And I've bounced an AMX before. I don't know of anybody that's bounced the Chafee. post something in the comments. Maybe you've bounced a Chafee, and I'm up in the night. But I guess this is my video to complain about my beloved Chafee. I absolutely adored this tank. It's kind of one of my first tanks that I got up to tier 5. Really enjoyed kind of the maneuverability. And, you know, I'm talking back in the days before the French line, the Chinese line, or the Japanese line after this last patch. You know, I've been playing World of Tanks for quite a while. 7, no, even before 7, 6 something, I think. Anyway, see if we can get some spots here and get out of dodge real quick, and see if we can try and stay alive. Well, there's one spot that wasn't ours though. That was probably the T-44, somewhere along those lines. But you can see we're kind of cruising along at about 40. It did say that it was about 56, and we've got a heck of a lot more horsepower than most others. Now wait, be fair, we're going up and down a lot of hills and a few other things, but let's just see how we do in this Chafee, this game. See if I'm up in the night. See if you guys tell me that I need to be doing something different. Oh. My Chafee's kind of my Forrest Gump tank. You know, it's one that I love to hate. One that always tends to get beat up. Here's a panther we've spotted. Didn't spot anybody else down here. Nope, doesn't look like it. But it's my run, Forrest, run tank. You know, as soon as you see somebody, get the heck out of dodge. They're not going to bounce you. You don't have enough burst damage to do anything like an AMX or anybody else like that. So just get the heck out. That's about all you can do. Well, take a risk here. We've got a heavy that's up here on our left. Maybe we can make... Oh, nope, there's a Tiger. We're not going to take any risks. We're going to keep jerking and juking and see if we can get rid of that Panther. See if we can... Oh, good. We got around the corner without taking a shot. We're going to keep these guys just lit up for the rest of them, but I think we've about worn out our welcome. That Panther's coming our way. I don't know. Have anybody ever been able to sneak down around out of here? I don't think so. I might just end up sliding right into the drink. Let's see if we can do this without getting killed, huh? Oh, we made it. Look at that. No drink for you. Oh, 30's probably going to take a hit from that IS. Nice job, guys. See if maybe we can offer some support. Just keep running back and forth down around here. But like I said, I don't want to get too zealous around in this corner here, because that Panther was going to come over and try and pop me once or twice. Not the greatest map for the Chafee, but can't have it all good. You know, us scout guys are, you know, we complain about a lot, but I think in the case of anybody else who enjoys a good fight with the Chafee, they have the right to kind of complain. You know, this tank used to be the creme de la creme of the scouts, man. This thing was kind of the cool little runaround, and now it's getting outflanked by freaking tank destroyers. Damn it! You know, what a bummer. Oh, this guy's here. Sorry, homie. Sorry. Need to take you out here. Trying to keep moving on. T32, T34, run around behind. Oh, there's a good blocker. That's my defenseman right there, man. That's the T28. Sorry. Now, as you can see, we've got a T32 coming up on the other corner there. We've got you know, the potential to actually go do some arty hunting now, which is what everybody's going to say. Hey, that's what you should be doing in the first place. Well, you're absolutely right. And, well, I just noticed there aren't any. So, come around, see if we can do some flanking maneuvers here. We can keep everybody kind of lit up. Maybe do some mob up here. That Panther's on 1%. Maybe we can do some damage to him. T34, I don't want any of him. E4, I don't want any of him either. There's a little cleanup for you. Run, Forrest! There we go. See, there's that 35. We got to get out of dodge. Get going, man. Whoa, there's a Panther. We might be able to do a cleanup on him. Mr. Chafee. is probably going to get taken out by, yep, there's a hard hit. And we got an E50. So and the E50 was able to shoot me through the deal. So, not really a good map. Like I say, you're probably going to tell me that I'm a really bad player or whatnot, but come on now, guys. We got tank destroyers that are running around doing the jobs of the scouts. And as me, as a pure scout, and I've been scouting since, I don't know, probably even before the 6.0 days. But anyway, as a pure scout, I'm just a bit annoyed, I guess. Tell me what you think. Thanks for joining me. See if we can back out here. Show you exactly what you always see when you're a Chafee fan. Yeah, there it is. That's what you always see. An empty garage because you're dead in battle. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me complain about the Chafee. Please post your comments and whatnot. Guys, if you've liked it, throw me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Lots of good stuff coming up. I'm going to try and keep it lighthearted. Leave the tank reviews to the guys that are really good and have been doing it for a long time. Thanks to you guys for making World of Tanks a little bit better place, kind of explaining a few things. Thanks, Wargaming, for making such a cool little game that we can all kind of get along with and have fun at. But come on, guys, give the Chafee his due. He's getting tier 10. He's getting tier 10 battles, and he's slower with less DPS and less maneuverability than some of the tank destroyers we've come out with lately. I think it's time to take the Chafee off of mothballs and give him a little bit of a buff. Tell me what you think. Thanks again. I'm Grethel. Thanks for joining me. This has been World of Tanks.